Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is the Starting 11 prediction show. It's Liverpool, it's Manchester City. It is a huge game if we want to stay in or even get into a title race this season, because Manchester City are 7 points clear of Liverpool right now, one game in hand as well, potentially 10 points clear. If they beat this one, there's a potential for them to go 13 points clear, and that is it. That is the nail in the coffin, isn't it? But it's at Anfield, not that that's been a happy hunting ground the last two games. But anyway, I'm here to try and pick a side that Jurgen Klopp will pick for this game. So I'm going to start with Alisson Becker, to be honest with you, because I think, you know, for me, I know he's been ill and stuff like that. Jurgen said he's had an individual session, so hopefully, fingers crossed, Alisson Becker will go in for this game. At left back, I don't think there's any problems with going with Andy Robertson, to be honest with you. I think that's going to be the starting left back. We know that. We've got no issues with that whatsoever. I'm going to go Fabinho first and foremost, and then I'm going to go Nat Phillips. But what I'm actually going to do as well is I'm going to put Trent Alexander-Arnold in here. And actually, you know what? I'm so unsure. I think I have got them somewhere. I'm going to go with probably Ben Davies and Kabak as well, because we're playing Manchester City, and now that we've got the centre-halves, we may as well use the centre-halves, haven't we? So I'm going to throw them in there, and we're going to decipher between us during the comments section of the show later on who is going to start at centre-half, because if Fabinho is back and there's a potential that he could be, Jurgen's just had his press conference, then I think Fabinho goes in there, and then maybe Kabak, but Ben Davies is Watch the Defenders movie as well as Kabak, so it could be Phillips, and then it could be Jordan Henderson, but I'm going to throw Jordan Henderson in the six there. I've got no problems with that. I want to see Jordan back in the six, and then I'm going to throw Gini Wijnaldum on there as well, and then finally I'm going to go with Thiago. So something along those lines like that as the midfield three, and then left-hand side, I think Sadio Mane for me is the obvious shout. You've then got sort of Mo Salah down there, I think, and then you've probably got Roberto Firmino somewhere like that. So we're going to do the substitutes next, and then we're going to do a little bit on Footstock and what that is, and then we're going to come back and do the comments section, okay? So we're going to go with Kevin Kelleher. We're going to go with Kostas Tsimikas, Nico Williams, Reece Williams just down there, and then Kurt Jones. So Kurt Jones, I think he can get back into it, something like that. Then I'm going to go with James Milner. Let's move these across a little touch, actually. Oh, goodness me. Why do I have to have OCD? It's impossible. I don't want to go into that white line. Been there before. Anyway, we're going to go with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Xherdan Shaqiri, somewhere down there. Why not? And then Divock Origi, something like that. In fact, let's just move them up. That looks ridiculous, Chris. Right, there we go. Something like that. So, that is my starting 11 prediction. I'd really like to see Jordan Henderson in the middle of the park. We've obviously got Thiago and Gini Wijnaldum. I like that look as a midfield three. Mane, Firmino, Salah, if Mane's fit and available, and it's an if, but Jurgen didn't say he wasn't going to be. He said Fabinho and Mane are hopefully going to have an individual, hopefully going to get into some of the team training and stuff. He's just done a press conference, so he did say that. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Footstock before we get into the comments. You play fantasy football, right? Think you've got better tactics than Jurgen Klopp? Well, you can win big cash prizes and put your football knowledge to the ultimate test with Footstock. It's free to download in the description of this video. Remember to use the code REDMEN when you sign up. Open packs and trade players. Enter your team into fantasy contests and win money from your football knowledge. Footstock are also running a special cash prize just for our viewers. We've created a fantasy contest in the app. Details to follow. Remember though, Footstock is a gambling product, so you must be over 18 to play, and always gamble responsibly. The app combines player trading and your managerial knowledge to help you really put your money where your mouth is. Buy and sell players with other users on the Footstock market, or nab some of the world's biggest players in the app's blind auctions. Use your team to enter a load of exciting fantasy contests with seriously huge cash prizes. Nothing says you're the best manager amongst your mates than having the cash to back it up. Yeah, we've been competing on Footstock for a few weeks now, and we just want to show you the real thrill of opening packs. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go to the shop, as you can see now. They've got a few different packs that you can actually open. So you've got the EPL Standard, the EPL Premium, the EPL Exclusive. Wow, $99.99. Ooh, I would like to buy one of them, but I'm going to go for an EPL Premium. So I'm going to purchase that right now. And let's see, what have we got? Who have we got first? Someone good. Stansfield from Fulham. Averaging no points per game. Brilliant. Okay, well, we'll move that one on then. Come on. Give us someone decent, will you? Come on. Ooh, Yerry Mina, 26-year-old defender for Everton Football Club. Averaging 10 points per game. Not bad. Okay, we get 5 of these in this one, I think. So we are going... Oh, wow, Timo Werner, get in. That's decent because Tuchel's actually playing him now as well, isn't he? He's averaging 14 points a game, so that's pretty good. Come on, someone really good. Someone superb. A Liverpool player. Give us a Liverpool player. Oh, okay, he's not a Liverpool player, but he is a nice guy. So that's Marcus Rashford, averaging 20 points per game. Decent. And who have we got next? Come on, Liverpool player. Oh, Donny van der Beek. Okay, another Manchester United player, only averaging 4 points a game. There you go. I don't think that's bad at all there, is it? Yeah, Stansfield, Yerry Mina, Timo Werner, Marcus Rashford. I think that could be a solid pickup for us, and Donny van der Beek. And of course, we can play these in our fantasy contests and stuff. So if I just go over and show you all of my cards at the moment, maybe we can have a little look at some of these guys. So we could already sell Marcus Rashford for about £20.60 at the moment. So that's not bad. Let's take a look at him. 4-star rating. I've also had Leeds' goalkeeper as well there. He's got a 4-star rating. So I'm just going to have a little look at Marcus Rashford, who's trending down at the moment. He's a player that I could probably hold on to and hopefully sell quite high, because, I mean, at the moment he's trending for like 23 quid, but he's been up just a few weeks ago at 25 quid. So there's money to be made there on Marcus Rashford as well. But I'm absolutely going to be using him in some of my fantasy contests coming up. So we'll just go back there and we'll take a little look at Timo Werner. I'd imagine is also trading in the wrong direction. He was up over 20 quid on the 26th. So, you know, just a few days ago. Right now he's down to £17. But again, I think with Tuchel coming in at Chelsea, there's an option there that he could be quite a decent little pickup for me and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I've also got Thiago Silva, you can see there as well. We've got Ben White from Brighton. So we've got quite a good little bunch of young and experienced players with Thiago Silva and stuff. So I'm quite excited to get into my fantasy contest next week. Anyway, we want to see who the next Jurgen Klopp is amongst our supporters. And that's why we've teamed up with the Footstock guys to create our very own customised fantasy contest. More info will be released in a later video. But until then, enjoy the app via the link in our description. Don't forget to use the code Redmen on sign up. You'll even receive a free pack of untradeable players and 50% deposit bonus up to £100 paid in contest credit. Don't forget to use the code Redmen, as I say, when you sign up. And lastly, prepare yourselves to go into managerial war with us. May the best future Jurgen win. There you go then, that is all a little bit about Footstock. We're going to move on to the comment section of the show and stuff now, but big thank you to Footstock for sponsoring the show, of course. So the centre-backs, I've given you enough time to get your centre-back pairing in, and I can see from the comments now that the biggest one that everyone wants to see is Fabinho and Kabak. So let's get these two lads off the board. Let's get that in. Let's drop Hendo, Wijnaldum. Let's drop all of these lads back just a little bit to give us a little bit of space. Now, let's have a look at that side, because that's the one that everyone's been talking about. First of all, though, Edward Andre Redwolf, thank you for the entertainment and keeping us from going mad. That was a £5 super chat. Thank you so much for that. So, Kabak, Fabinho, yes. Henderson, Thiago, Wijnaldum. I am loving this as a midfield. I am loving this as a centre-back partnership right now. But is there another option for us? Can we go? Would we go? Will we go? Davies, Kabak, Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, and get the whole midfield back in there. Can we do that? Do you think that's at all a possibility? Because I'd love to see Fabinho, and there's a few shouts for Fabinho there. Maybe it'd be Davies with Phillips. Maybe that's how we're going to line up. I just don't know. I haven't got a clue how we're going to do this one. So we're going to go Kabak. We're going to go Fabinho. I think that's my predicted starting 11 right now. And then I'm going to throw Jordan back in there. Get the old Thiago in there, something like that. Which actually now changes the bench, I suppose, doesn't it? So let's get rid of poor Nico. Sorry, mate. You can go on the floor. Let's put Ben Davies in there as well. But let's get rid of Reece. And let's have a look at that, because there's an option for us to put James Milner in the middle again. He has played 4 games, though, probably a little bit tired. I'd quite like to see Kurt Jones, something like that, but I can't imagine that we're going to do that. Will we see Shaqiri? If Mane doesn't play, I'd imagine we're going to see Shaqiri. Anyway, comments. Kabak is going to get roasted by City. Come on, mate. We can do better than that, unless you're a City fan, in which case that's what you want, and I understand that. Remove Firmino and play Jones, says Pervez Sheikh. Wow. I'm not sure Jones is a centre forward, so I'm not going to do that. But you enjoy it. Redmen TV, Fab and Kabak for me at centre back. We don't need Fab in midfield, but that 3 have been class anyway. Kabak will deal better against Manchester City compared to Nat Phillips. Fingers crossed, he got his international clearance. Jürgen found out during the press conference, which was quite nice. He was like, oh, 10 minutes ago, I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough, brilliant. Hendo to play in midfield, says Nathan Davies. Yes, you should drop Firmino, says Daniel Berry. Okay, he's dropped. But he's back on the board because that's not going to work. And listen, I'm joking around with you. I'm not particularly enamored with Firmino's form either. But that doesn't mean that we've got better options right now. So I think, and remember, this is what I think Jürgen will do. I think Jürgen plays Firmino regardless. Because if we can get Mane, Firmino and Salah, they are more than the sum of their parts. And I think Firmino wasn't great the other day because Mane's not there as well. So maybe 4-4-2 diamonds, says Liam Lawrence. Okay, so if we go 4-4-2 diamonds, I wouldn't mind seeing it that way, you know. And hear me out, because I know Kurt Jones could do it. I know Shaqiri could do it. I know maybe Ox could do it. But E-Boss at these type of things, and it just might surprise Manchester City if we were to go with something like that. Like, you know, a couple of games ago when Salah played there with Divock Origi, could you imagine Mane and Salah being fed by Roberto Firmino? I like that shout, Liam, I really do, mate. Dada Cook just says Jota. I don't think he's going to be back for this one, unfortunately. You can stop spanning that. Every week's the same, Chris, 222 handy. It does feel a little bit like that. You'd think with it being the same every blooming week that I'd be able to get one of these right, but he always throws one little curveball in there, so I'm never able to do it. Put Origi in the bin. Jürgen Klopp said that, not the Jürgen Klopp. At least I hope not, because he should have just sold him, Jürgen, if you're watching. Anyway, no one came in for him, so that's probably why we didn't sell him. When is Naby back? I miss him, says Patrick Brown. That's a good one, that, because I think we do miss a little bit of Naby Keita and, you know, what he can bring to that sort of midfield, don't we? I think that's been evident over the last few weeks while he's been out. It's just the injuries with him, isn't it? Can you trust him to play 10, 15 games? I'll bring Million for Genie, says Samuel Peter. Okay, well, let's have a little look at that one then. I just don't think that was going to happen, mate, with the greatest respect, because he's played 4 games in like a couple of weeks. But, you know, you might be right. Maybe he does play him, and I wouldn't be unhappy with that. I've been really impressed with James Milner, but he looked a little bit tired in the Brighton game for me. Kabak and Davies, says Liverpool FC Clips. Okay, let's bring them in. Let's sit them down. That's Davies, that's Kabak. That then means, doesn't it, Fabinho into the centre, and maybe it's Jordan Henderson. You give Thiago a little rest, because that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm so in love with Thiago, but what it comes down to is we haven't actually given him any time off since he's come back in. So it wouldn't surprise me at some point soon if we don't see Thiago in the starting lineup. Oh, Fabinho's doing me head in here. This is just ridiculous. Stop slipping to the side. Naughty Fabinho. Anyway, so there we go. Big Shaq, says Emerson Ford, which is pretty cool. Jones instead of Thiago. Wow, that would be a big call going into Manchester City, wouldn't it, if we were to put Jones in instead of Thiago. Anyway, that has been the starting 11 prediction show. Michael McGuinness, though, says Minamino's better than Origi. He's had his time now. Thank you for the super chat. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, like, if either of them were up at the end of the January transfer window, Michael, and someone came in for Minamino and no one came in for Origi, what are Liverpool to do? So I don't think Minamino would have gone out if Origi had gone out. But no one came in for Origi, not that we've heard anyway, and you would have definitely heard something on the deadline day, wouldn't you? So I think that's why Minamino's gone out, part of the reason anyway. There's other reasons, of course, rumours of him being a bad trainer and all that type of stuff. I'm not sure if there's any truth in any of them, but I just thought I'd mention it as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's probably been a little bit of a long starting 11 prediction show today, But yeah, oh, another super chat, Kai Johnson, Jones on the left if Mane can't start. Ooh, okay. Jones on the left. I can't imagine that he'd do that, but maybe he does sort of something like that. Maybe in the sort of diamond position. Anyway, hopefully Mane can start, and hopefully that is the starting 11, because that is probably the strongest starting 11 that we've been able to put out for a long time, if it is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to download the Footstock app. Use that link in the description. It's completely free to download, and there's a code Redmen to use, and it's all lowercase words. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Thank you so much for watching the Redmen TV YouTube channel. Everything we do here is funded by our wonderful subscribers to the redmentv.com. Get over there, sign up and get amazing additional content, interviews, documentaries, mini-series, and of course additional pre and post match day